Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. This is number 6 in an ongoing series of videos primarily aimed at newer or early level players of the game. In this video I'm going to show the massive importance of selecting the correct banner and class. This stage is not to be underestimated in the slightest. It can be the absolute difference between winning and losing a game, and it's absolutely vital you do it correctly. Now, selecting the banner is pretty much the last thing I do when selecting or making a team. And I've got the team first, make sure it has a nice flow about it and works as I want. This is just a really low level team with just goblin troops in it and a basic hero weapon and nothing above common or rare. So a really early level team. And this is how I'd go about selecting the banner. I'll take a look at each troop. This one uses yellow and just does a basic damage. This one uses green, does basic damage and gains an extra turn. This makes green more important than yellow. Then Goblin Shaman uses brown and purple, but creates green and gives life and gains an extra turn. This makes green even more important. And Boar Rider uses green and purple, removes a row and deals damage and gains an extra turn. So green is clearly the most important colour we have in this team, followed by purple because 2 troops use purple and only 1 uses brown and only 1 uses yellow. So we want a banner, an ideal world that uses +2 green, +1 purple. And then we'll have a look at which colours we don't use, and there's 2 of them, which is red and blue. So ideal world, +2 green, +1 purple, minus red or blue. So when I go along the banners, I'll look at each one. It has to have +2 green at the top, but that one's no good because we've got -1 brown, so we'll dismiss that and keep on going. That one is better than this one because we've got +2 green, +1 brown, which we do use, and it has the -1 red, but we'll still go along and see if we can do better. And I'll ignore anything that's not got +2 green at the top. Then we've got another one here, +2 green, +1 purple, which is our preferred second colour, and we've got the -1 blue. So we pretty much cannot do better than that. That is the ideal banner for this team. And one more thing on banners while we're in banners is take a look at one special banner which is better than anything else if you do not use purple, and it is the maze banner. The reason why this is so cool is because it is the only one in the game right now that has 2 +2 benefits. You've got +2 green and +2 red, or just -1 purple. So if you've got a team that uses no troops that use purple but do use green and red, then a maze banner is absolutely superb. But for this one we definitely want to use the banner we just had, which is, where are you? There you go, the summer banner. So absolutely that one. Now when picking your class, don't naturally think that the correct class is the one that's normally associated with your troops. Like Goblin is normally associated with Thief, and it doesn't always mean this is the best class. Because green is our main colour, we want to focus on green and getting green as our main colour, and Thief class doesn't actually do that particularly well. If we look at the traits, we gain bonus gold, can be handy as a lower player for sure. Fast is starting battles for 50% is absolutely superb, love that. And sneak attack is also excellent, deal 7 damage to the last enemy on 4 or 5 matches. So those are really good traits, no denying that. But the talent trees is where it goes a bit wrong for this particular team. Hunter's Mark, a random enemy on 4 or 5 of a kind, is okay, and Windshield is decent as well if you want to gain that extra armor as a lower player. We are using a missile, so that's pretty good. But these 2 here are nothing great considering that green is our main colour in the team. It's like these are nothing great at all. We can benefit from changing this. Now if you use green as your primary colour, which we've already figured out is the way, then if you look at a class which is more associated with green, for example Archer class, which is normally an elf based class, then it's always worth a look just to see if it is actually better or not. So we can press customize. As we can see, class info is normally an elf based class, but the traits gain 1 life for each green ally is decent. We still get that nice 50% start with mana, and a 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal is very handy too. But the talent trees, as an early level player, these would be the ones you'll unlock first, are much better. The first 2 are pretty much the same as the ones in the Thief class, but the next ones, Root Trap, is really good. Entangling the first enemy at the start of the battle is something which can literally save you time and time again. This means you can't get hit by skulls, and is really handy, and as is Nature's Aura. create a leaf storm at the start of the battle. We want green, and that gives green. A leaf storm is literally more green, so this is a better class to be in for this team. So do not be afraid to change class, or don't think it's wrong to change class of a different type to what it's supposed to be associated with. It can work, and it can work really, really well. Same as that's on a basic level. And sometimes you want to actually base your team based on who you're fighting. If you're fighting other goblins, for example, you may want to pick Elementalist class, simply because of that third trait. Stun, freeze, burn and entangle a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Goblins absolutely rely on their ability to just keep on getting turn after turn on the turn. And that can be the absolute killer when you fight goblin teams. But get a couple of 4 matches with this and you'll stop them in their tracks. So there's various classes which are handy towards different teams as well, but that's for a future video because that gets rather complicated. But on a basic level, don't be afraid to change your class if you need to. So there's a video. Next week we'll be looking at some really low level teams. Nothing above common and rare for the teams, and I'll be showing you a couple of really cool teams where you can have a lot of fun with really, really basic troops. So that's for next week, but if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.